my pupils on skates. Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends, well they toxic. What your life like? The gossip. What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise.
The National Football League has traveled south of the border as we are in Mexico City, Mexico on EA Sports. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And again, that's Hurst. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Burrow will throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now Burrow on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. To the air again, Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On second down, here's Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Third down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He completes it to Bowling. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow dancing to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Here we go. Hey,
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Touchdown! Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Steps away. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around. And
the defense loses him. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 63 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with a don't.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty? I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Here's Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Mixing up the middle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Mixon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals use the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
Oh, nice move. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Back to throw here.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Mahomes will throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 1st down.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Now back to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull the lucky horseshoe, because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
57 yards.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, no.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 11, 11. 11, 11. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got it. 12, 12, 12. Mike 50. 6 man. Check curls, check curls. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Right? 11 Thomas.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Well, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this is going to be snuffed down. The Bengals recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
A big play there for KC. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation, and we'll go to overtime. And they will take a knee here as time will likely run out on regulation, and we'll go to overtime.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Being chased out left.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's to his running back, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Coaches love the rack run after catch, especially here in overtime. Took the short pass, turned it into a big play.
And that's what coaches talk about when they talk to their teams about what overtime means. How many big plays have to be made in order to win a ball game, and which play will be the big play. Short pass turned into a long run. Maybe that's the play that they needed to spring a victory.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
And this time he is in.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.